it's Tierra, aka My Future is Chic, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all some of my advice for freshmen in college. Personally, I'm about to be going into my sophomore year of college, and after my first semester of my freshman year, I actually took the time to write down some lessons that I learned after that first semester and just things that I wish I would have known before I went into it. So I'd like to share those things with you all today. So I'm going to start off with telling you all some things that I learned about time management. One of the first lessons that I learned was to not join too many RSOs. Now, if you all don't know what RSOs are, RSO stands for Registered Student Organization. And at my university, we have these things called RSO fairs, and they have a bunch of different tables with all the different RSOs at the school, and you get to go around and talk to the different members of the groups, and they just let you all know a little bit about the group, what they do, and what they stand for, what the meetings are like, and things like that. And when I went to my first RSO fair, I think I signed up for about 6 or so different groups. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head right now. I know one of them was like a horseback riding club. One of them was NABJ, which is the National Association of Black Journalists. One of them was, I think I signed up for intramural tennis or something, but nothing ever came of that. But I actually did start my own tennis club, so I'm gonna put that as number 3. I think I signed up to do some volunteer work, so some type of volunteer organization. I don't remember the name. I'll chalk that down as number 4. There was an organization called Real Talk, which is just like a discussion organization, and they also do service projects, so that's number 5. And I feel like there is one more. There is something that I'm forgetting. Oh, and Naturalistas. I don't think I listed that one. That was basically a organization where girls and guys get together and talk about our different natural hair struggles, and we also try to share tips with each other, and we also talked about different things going on in the natural hair community, not the natural hair community, well that too, but also in the African American community, because that organization was mostly geared towards African Americans, although any race could join. So yeah, that was 6 organizations right there, and I signed up for every single one of them, and I did show up to almost every meeting that I could for all 6 of those organizations too for the first semester of school, which was really ridiculous. That took up so much of my time, and I did that because I just really wanted to make the most of my first semester. I thought I could handle it. I thought I could fit all those organizations into my schedule. But no, even with you being a first semester student, sometimes you have to make those hard decisions, and you have to narrow down your interests. Like, I'm not going to be a professional horseback rider. That has nothing to do with my major. So there was no reason for me to be a part of that club. Even if it was fun, even if I do have an interest in horseback riding, that's something that I have to do in my own time as a hobby. I really don't have any extra time to commit to being a part of a RSO for horseback riding. So when it comes to the different RSOs and organizations on campus, try to stick to joining RSOs that either you can get a chance to show leadership and be on the editorial board, as we call it at my school, or if it's something that has to do with your major. Those are the only 2 reasons that I can think of you joining a particular RSO. The next tip is something that applies to all levels of school, which is do not wait until the last minute to do any work whatsoever. Depending on your schedule, you can get out of class like before 2 or 3 o'clock, which is a little bit earlier than you would have gotten out of class in high school, middle school, or grammar school. So why don't take advantage of that time? Why not? Get your homework done as soon as you can. And if you have breaks in between classes, don't go to sleep. Get your homework done when you have the chance, because sleep is precious in college. It's something that you will get rarely, but if you can get your homework done during the day, you'll have a lot more chances to sleep. And that advice also goes towards not doing last minute papers. That's the biggest thing, not just homework but papers. And also take advantage of the writing center, because I'm pretty sure all schools have a writing center these days and they are pretty helpful. And also, if you aren't sure about it, ask your teacher if they give extra credit for if you go to the writing center, because I know a lot of teachers, English teachers particularly, usually give credit for going to the writing center. At least at my school they did, even though none of my teachers ever did that, but my friends' teachers did, so they were the lucky ones. My next two tips kind of go hand in hand with each other, and they are: number one, don't be afraid to say no, and number two, do not feel the need to attend every single event. I know at my school we have different events every weekend, basically a different event to cover every single day of the week, and sometimes multiple events in one day. I'm not just talking about like parties, I'm also talking about things like fashion shows or hair shows. That could even go for your RSO meetings. Like sometimes you don't have to go to the RSO meeting, but like, if you are trying to get a leadership position, then yeah, you definitely should go. But also for like, there are different speakers and forums and things like that. If you feel the need to go, and if it's something that's really important to you, then you should go. But if your friends are pressuring you to go, that's a whole different situation. If you know that you have an assignment to do, manage your time and get your work done. Don't feel the need to go to an event, because in 4 years from now, what are you really going to be remembering? Are you going to be remembering, oh, I was so happy in school because I got straight A's? Or are you going to remember, oh, I went to this fashion show, it was such a great 2 hours spent, I love that time. Sure, maybe 5 minutes after that fashion show or after whatever event you went to, you'll be saying, oh, I'm so glad I went, I had such a great time. But 5 years from now, that fashion show or that event will be the furthest thing from your mind, and you'll be regretting it if you let events take place over you getting your diploma and you getting your homework done. So make sure you take those things into consideration. Just know that there will always be another event, there will always be another party, and your friends can go without you. So since this video actually did get kind of long, longer than I expected, I decided to break my different sections of tips into different videos. So I hope you all found my tips on time management helpful. And if you did, please leave a comment, or if you want me to go into a little bit more detail and you want me to answer your questions in the comments, I will definitely do that, or I could do a whole separate video, whatever you guys need, whatever you guys want. So just leave a comment and let me know. But yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, my future is chic and yours is too. Bye. Not everyone is going to be your best friend that you go everywhere with. So my suggestion with you all is, like I said, to have different friends for different purposes. Like